Happy Friday. It's Tracy. So good to have this time with you. I look forward to it every week. It's the end of a week. I don't know how it went for you. I'd love to know. My week was great, full of challenges, full of triumphs. I'm sitting here at the finish line of the week saying, whew, we got through some crazy stuff. And I'm really glad, and I'm glad it turned out the way that it did. Today at our Weight Watchers meeting, we had another awesome topic that is really, really seasonally specific and helpful. We were talking about holiday stress and how to deal with that. And man, do I need that right now. Do I need some strategic plans and ways to get through navigating just the craziness that we call the holidays. I don't know about you. Maybe you're so much better at saying no or dealing with, I don't know what it is, all those things, maybe it's the crazy relatives, the ones we think are crazy, and they probably think we're just as crazy, or maybe we just overextend ourselves. We say yes a little bit too much. Yes, I can do that play. Yes, I can get my kids here or there. For me, it's recital season for my music students, and then it can also be a big performance season for me as a singer. Unless I learn how to better say, no, I can't do that, or, I can't fit that in. It's not that I don't want to, but it's just, I can only make my seasons so difficult, right? And I did a really great job with that this year, with just saying I can do this, but not this. And, and then just putting in, putting yourself in your schedule and saying, this is what I want to do. It's not even just so much about pleasing people. It's about, this is what the season means to me, and this is how I want it to go for my own sake, 'Tis the season for me to be happy too, not just fulfilling a bunch of requests and making sure that everybody else is happy. For many, many years, that was my biggest issue, was being a people pleaser and making sure that everybody was okay and then I wasn't. So this wonderful topic of holiday stress that we talked about in our meeting was really good. And I was talking about, for my family, we moved this year, and we usually put a lot of Christmas decorations out, and not just one tree, but several trees. And I was saying, when my leader was asking, well, what are some of the things that we've began to do to save ourselves from some of the stress that we're going through? And I said, I finally came to the conclusion that this year we're not doing multiple trees. This year, if we get one tree up and it looks great and we feel good about it, and that's where our family can gather when everybody comes into town, then fantastic. One lady in our meeting, she told the story about how all of her adult life, practically, she's had children, and she would take herself through so much craziness making all these various kinds of cookies, and she'd spend hours and hours in the kitchen, not even hours, days, putting together all these cookies and all these packages for everybody. And then her Christmas cards had to be handwritten, and then there were all these different touches to the holiday gatherings that she just had to do, and they had to be a certain way. And she said that she was proud of herself because last year, for the first time, she said, nope, I'm not doing all that. And she said, do you know that I was blown away by the fact that not a single person said one thing about the cookies not arriving like they shouldn't, not getting a handwritten Christmas card. She said Christmas was exactly the same as it's always been. And we were wow, definitely give her a bravo. That's awesome. Because, that's what we do. Those are those things that are self-inflicted. And that's what we talked about. You have your external pressures from other people, our expectations and our obligations from people outside of ourselves. But then we have our internal craziness that we go through, thinking that the holidays have to be a certain way when, you know what? They really don't. They really don't have to be that way. And sometimes maybe we just need a big freaking break, right? That's kind of how I feel this year. So I'm making some changes. I'm doing less, much less than I normally do. And I'm not going to lie, it's kind of hard. It's hard to disappoint people, but I'm not overeating my way through the season either. It's amazing. It feels so incredible to go through the holiday season and see the scale go down. This time last year, the scale was going up and up and up and up. And I was like, oh gosh. But this year, it's like, it's so awesome. And so for this week, I lost another 2.6 pounds. So cool. It's so cool. And that was like really unexpected for me because I had a great big loss last week, 3.2 pounds last week. So to see another 2.6 is like, are you kidding me? That's awesome. So I am at 8.8 officially with Weight Watchers. And a little side note for me, that's actually just shy of 20 pounds since July, when I just finally decided to, before, this is pre-Weight Watchers, but when I finally hit that number on the scale, you know, that number of no return, like I never expected to see this number again on the scale. When I hit that number in July, I knew I had to do something. I've been like slowly creeping down from that number, although I was trying really hard. And then it wasn't until Weight Watchers in the last 5 weeks that I've been seeing really consistent losses. But I'm so super excited to be maybe in some of the most chaotic and crazy times of the year and feeling more controlled than I've felt probably all year. So I'm super excited. I'm happy. It's been a great week. I'm looking forward to an awesome weekend this weekend. I will definitely be sharing all of my shenanigans and running around town with my love. And but yeah, anyway, I see I'm talking a lot and this video is getting long, so I'm going to stop right here, but I'm super excited. And thank you all so much for all of your comments and just celebrating. It means a lot to just have a community and a bunch of online friends who are also going through the journey with you, who can understand. Thanks for answering my question the other day about do you feel like the points are a little bit too much for those of us who are larger in the beginning of our Weight Watchers journey? And I weathered that. That was one of the challenges of last week. I can happily say my appetite is definitely back. I'm not having any problems this week, the latter part of this week, getting all of my points in. And you know what? Even with getting all of my points in and practically over half of my weeklies, if that's what I need or want, it's working. It's working. So my big philosophy with this time around with weight loss in general and with Weight Watchers is that I intend to trust the process and trust the program. So anyway, I'm out of here. I'm going to stop talking. I hope you have a great weekend and I'll see you Monday.